Hello there. Today, for happy hour, then I pulled out my black bag because I was playing around with some scraps and I made these backgrounds and I thought, you know what? I want to use these and make something. So I pulled out my black bag. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. Ooh, nice long hair in there. Alrighty. So I'm thinking, do I want to make... I guess I could do 3 cards first because I've got these ready. So let's do that first. 1, 2, 3. That's always a good place to start. Alrighty, so let's do that. So today my son-in-law just got home last night from a work trip, and he told my daughter, he said, call your mom and see if she wants to go out to lunch. So I'm not going to say no to that. I get to go out with both of them together. That's fun. So we went over to Buffalo Wild Wings, and as soon as he said what he was going to get, then I went, oh, I want that too. We got a mushroom Swiss burger, cheeseburger. Oh, it was so delicious. And tater tots. Oh man, that was so yummy together. Yep, very impressive. And my daughter had a chicken sandwich, which looked rather yummy too, but I was glad. I've been in the mood for a burger. I haven't had a burger in a while. So that was a nice treat. Yep. It's nice to be able to go out and spend time with them and have yummy food together. I find it rather entertaining to watch how the girls interact with their husbands. Yep, because the girls are so different. They're like night and day, totally opposite each other. And the husbands they chose are just perfect for them. My Rachel is so bubbly and ridiculously silly. She's like an extreme me on the extreme side. And her husband just sits back and just kind of chuckles, and he likes to mess with her too, but he really enjoys her personality and just kind of sits back and enjoys it, and then he kind of eggs her on. It's fun. And then my other daughter, my older daughter, then she's a little bit more reserved. She can be just as silly, but not quite as out of control as her sister. But, and then her husband, I don't know, he kind of just sits back and just kind of watches, and he'll pike in every once in a while with a comment here or there. But once it gets on a subject that he likes, then look out. He can talk your ear off. He can talk forever. Yep. They're both very meaningful husbands. I really like their choices. Yep, I do. That would be terrible if I didn't like them. But I don't think I couldn't. I don't know. I like just about anybody, but unless they were mistreating. If they were mistreating my daughters, I would not like them at all. But they're very good to their wives and their children. So, and that's nice. All right. So we've got these. Now what to put on them. Oh, and went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and this was the wrapper from my hand towel that I used to wipe my hands off with, and I went, ooh, I gotta save that. That's really cool wrapper. And it's got a buffalo on both sides. so I can use those to make something. So let's do it. Let's do it now. Why not? Alrighty dighty. A buffalo. How fun. Gonna make a buffalo card. What do you think of that? My daughter chuckled. She said, they have new ones right there. And I said, it's not the wipe inside that I want. It's the actual picture of that buffalo on the outside. And there's 2 of them on there. So she just chuckled. And she said, sorry, I ripped mine in half. Which she did. She ripped it right in half. But as soon as I saw the buffalo, then I went, ooh, so I carefully ripped open the side. All right, so not too sure if I want to use those on this or not, but they can certainly be used. Oh, yeah. Got these. These are fun. Let me see. Those are really cute. And then I've got flowers in here too. Lots of flowers, because this was actually a border, a classroom border. And then once I punched those out, then I had the scraps left, so I used the scraps to punch these out. Punch out all these little flowers. So that's pretty cool. So let's see what we can make here. I can figure out something like with this. If I do a black strip or, ooh, a red or a yellow or purple or a green strip going down, that would be pretty. Let me look in my thing here. Let's see. We've got green. Do I have a green strip in here? I'm sure I do. We've got green. Green chili bean. There's green. Not this right color green, but I don't like that green with it. Oh, that's green and black. Don't think I like that one though with it. How about this one? Ooh, or that. Where was it? Oh, that's kind of pretty. Ooh, that one with this one. Ooh, yes. I like that together. That's cute. Huh. Alrighty. Well, let's mix those green scraps together with this. That'll be fun. Why not? All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And this was from Crystal Showalter. That's such a pretty paper. Thank you, Crystal. There. Put that over there. Put that right here. Nice. I have to 3D that. And I'm thinking, who sent these borders to me? Angela Adams. Angela Adams sent those to me. She sent me a whole package. Look how many there are. There's a whole bunch in there. So I'm going to get a lot of cards out of that. That's cool. Exciting. Thank you, Angela. I really like that. As soon as I saw them, too, I went, oh, got a fussy cutter. Punch those out. Those are so cool. Alrighty, so let's 3D this. Yep. Ooh, almost knocked that over. That'd be kind of messy. Come on. Open sesame. That is really pretty. Actually, I want to offset it. That's a good idea. Maybe right there. That's pretty. I like that. Yes, I do. And then we can put some flowers on here. Maybe a set of 3 up in here. That's pretty. I like that. Let's do that. Let's turn these over. Then we'll pick them up with the glue stick. Yep. It is so much fun to be crafty. Crafty with paper. I mean, come on. There's paper everywhere. How cool is that? I like that. That's pretty. That's pretty nifty. I like that. Maybe 2 more down here. Yep, that'll be cute. Let's do that. Ta-da! Nice. And then what about the inside? I guess we could do a few of them on the inside too. That would be pretty. Yup. So let's go ahead and pick up 3 of those. We could stick 3 on the inside. Oh, I grossed myself out last night. It was so disgusting. I was flipping through. Actually, I didn't. Well, I got grossed out, I should say. I was flipping through YouTube. I was laying in bed flipping through, and usually you have to be careful when you're on YouTube flipping through because you never know what's going to show up. So I'm flipping through, and then, or no, it was on Facebook. I'm sorry, it was on Facebook. So I'm flipping through, and then all of a sudden, then this video comes up of this guy. He goes to the emergency room because he feels something in his ear. Oh, and there was a roach in his ear. Oh my gosh, I could not watch it. I could not watch it. As soon as the doctor looked in and then he showed the down inside the ear and he said, I think it's a roach. Then I thought, all right, I'm done. I'm done. That was just, that just gave me the willies. It was so gross. And then I thought that how silly that is. How silly it is to just watch a little blip and see what it was about. But then it grossed me out so bad that I couldn't even watch it. That's pretty. I'm wondering if I want to add something else to this. I think I kind of like that. Let's add that on. Why not? Yep. And people keep showing spiders and spiders in the handles of the door. That's just creepy. And we have different spiders here than in Connecticut. Oh my gosh. I'm so used to seeing the brown striped wolf spiders with their striped legs. And now here, all the spiders that are in this house, they're just black. And they're so weird looking because I'm not used to seeing this type of spider. So they're really freaking me out. And I was sitting in the living room today and I looked out the window and there's a spider walking along the back of my glider. So I had to grab my fly swatter and go swat it. That just was yucky. Okay, I need little gems for in here. So let me grab my gems. Gems. And we can do that. Doodads? No, not doodads. I need the gems. Gems. Over here. Do that day. Do that day. Those are not little enough. Alrighty. Where'd I just had the other thing full of gems and I moved it. I know where I put it. I started putting stuff away in the drawers. That's why. Bling, right there. Okay, that's right. I've got a container over there. I'm trying to continue organizing stuff and using the space that I have in this room because there's so much room here. Purple would be gorgeous. What would that? Pull that purple out. Do I want purple? I could do purple, pink, orange. Orange would be pretty because that's big. Let's see about the orange. Do I have little bits of orange? There's pink. There's orange. Oh, yes, I do. I don't have the itty bitty ones, but I've got those. That's about this size, so that'll work. Alrighty, let's do this. Ta-dum! That'll be pretty with the orange. That'll be perfect. Oh, yes. That's pretty. Nice, nice, nice. Isn't that nice? Something about when you put the bling on, it's like, it just finishes it. That's pretty. I like that. Very nice. Ta-da! Let's put some bling on the inside too. Why not? Since they're going to be senior cards, I may as well bling up the inside too. If I were mailing it, then I would just put the bling on just the outside. There we go. I like that. One card done. Yay me. Alrighty. Now let's see. Next. Alrighty, I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking we can do that with what? What else? What is that? Ooh, just a piece of cal paper. Cal paper with that on. That actually looks pretty neat. I like that together. Got this submarine. Let's see, what else? We've got these. That's an idea. Make a little cluster. And we could add this on along the edge. I like to cut these in half and put half there and half on the other side. That would be kind of cute. That's another piece, but I don't need another one. I like those together though. Let's see. Oh, that was a embellishment that I made. Got a few embellishments in here already. Ooh, how about a cigar wrapper? That's an idea too. And that's kind of yellowy. This is yellow up here. That's got the gold on it. Great smoke. The great smoke. Whoa. Turn it that way. Kind of like that over there. Or move this over. And do like that. Nope, I don't like that. I liked it the other way. So that, and this, and this. Maybe I could do something else with that. Ooh, killer bees. All right, I'm not liking this with it. So let me put these back and we'll keep looking. What else is in here? We've got another embellishment. Yep. All right, what's this? Words? Looks like a whole bag of stuff. Yep, words. All right. Happy mail. I can't wait to wrap my arms around you. You have received a flat rack. Happy mail. There's a ball. He could be playing ball. That's kind of cute together. I kind of like that. Getting a little carried away with stuff, but that's okay. Maybe I don't like that on there. But these three, I kind of like those three together. Now, what does that look like with this cow paper under it? Oh, is that too much? Or would it look better with just plain black under it? It looks better with the plain black. Especially if we put it down in the corner. Like that. All right, let me get a piece of black paper then. Because I've got scrap black. Yes, I do. Ooh, here's a piece. And we can cut that. Or maybe we can cover that up. Cover the hole up. Or just leave it. Doesn't matter if you can see it or not. Why not? Kind of adds to it. I'm not loving it though. I'm just not loving it. Nope. All right. So I don't like that. So let's find something else. And I don't like that together with it. So let's see. Well, how about this stuff? It must be just the buffalo. I'm just not doing it yet. Sometimes stuff like this, for me, it's a lot easier to use them if I make an embellishment out of them first. Now see, I like this together. That's pretty together. So that's going to be an easy card. So let's go ahead and put that on. Let's go for it. So I've noticed with this new house, there's no screen door. And I'm not liking that because I'm used to having a screen door and keeping the screen door locked so that when I open up if somebody knocks on the door, I can open up the door and still feel safe to do so because I've got the screen door barrier. Not that they really do that much, but because if somebody really wanted to come in, they'd come in, but I don't know. For peace of mind, I'm not liking that. Nope. So I've got to think about either getting a screen door. Ooh, I like that. That's kind of cool. Mr. and Mrs. it says. Or, I don't know. Nope, that's too much. Ooh, how about a little saying? I love that saying, be still my soul. There's a song called that. Now I'm going to be humming that. I like that. All right, that's definitely going to go on there. And these were fun. I have a little sticker machine that prints out stuff this big. And so I can find things online and take a screenshot of it, and then I can print them off, and they print off real little. So all these words, then I saw them online, and I printed them off, and I went, oh, that would be fun. I can cut them apart, and they're already stickers. I like that card. That's pretty. Nice. All right. So, does it need anything else? I don't know. Maybe a gem or something here? Let's see. There's silver. Maybe some silver gems. Gem, gem, gem. That's pretty. Just one gem. Isn't that fun? But I like that. That's a neat card. All right. Not too shabby. So let's make another one. All righty. Okay, and I'm making a mess on my desk, but that's okay. All right, now what else? What else can we make? Oh yeah, I have this gorgeous, this is so pretty, look at that. It's a rose, isn't that pretty? Oh, it's double stamped, isn't that funny? But somebody stamped that and sent it to me a long time ago. And it's just so pretty, I love it. But I guess it needs to go on white or something not as busy as this, that's for sure. But on white, it can't be white because then that shows off. What did I put it next to before? Oh, I pulled it out with this, that's why. And that looked really neat. That looks cool. And you don't really notice the smudge on there. That's pretty. You know what? Maybe, I think that goes this way. Maybe if I glue it on and then cut it out and then glue it on here. That'd be pretty. Let's do that. I'm going to stick some glue on here. Why not? Which side has the, yeah, it's this side that has the print, so. All right, we can get some glue right on here. Because the glue will dry clear, and you won't see that. There, then we can put it on here. And I want to move it on there, see if I can arrange it so that it, like that. All right. Then we can cut it out. Hi, baby. Are you going to come over? I have so much stuff on my desk. And you want to come visit me now, huh? Where were you hiding? Huh? Where were you hiding? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay, you need some loves. Yeah, okay. Oh, I love you too. Oh, my good boy. Now what do you want? You just want to see what I'm doing? Huh? Oh, you smelling something? It's my lips. Rachel gave me some eggnog chapstick. That's what you're smelling. Okay, come here. Come here and I'll hold you. Okay, come here. There you go. There. I'll hold you for a minute. Yes, it's on my lips. Is that what you smell? Yeah, you smell. Oh, purr, purr, purr. You purr that beautiful song. Yes, you are. I love the way cats sound when they purr. They sound so neat. I just love you. Yes, I do. Oh, you're done? Okay, you can get down. There you go. Thank you. That was nice. I love how they just purr, 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 purr. That's just so sweet. This looks really cool with the Asian writing behind it. Voila, check it out. Now, I hate to waste that writing. So, I'm not going to waste it. It's going to go back in the bag and I'll use it in a collage. Tear the rest of it apart. Yep. Isn't that pretty? I love the way that looks. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, and that's cool. I like that. That's pretty. I'm thinking maybe we need to 3D that. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Alrighty. Oh, it's so nice to have my watch back again. My other watch, I dropped it in the cover. The cover on it just cracked in pieces. But it was one of those Apple watches, and I had a bigger one, and it was rather heavy. So I thought, I've had it for a long time, and I just haven't taken it to get a new cover for it. But I've remembered I had this watch from when my daughter worked at the watch hut in Connecticut. And I went, ooh, that's right, I've got this old watch. So, and it just needed a new battery. So I gave it to her and asked her if she could change that battery out for me, because she used to do that in the store. And yep, so she swapped it out for me, and it feels nice to have a watch again. I like this. That's really pretty. That's nice. Alrighty, so let me see. Wondering if I want. You were given this life because you are strong enough to live it. I really love that saying. And I think that's so true. I think that's so true of all of us. Even though when we're going through troubled times and we don't feel so strong, but once we're done, I love to be able to look back and go, wow, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I made it. I'm on the other side of that. And it just feels so good. A little cup of kindness. Okay, that doesn't go along with that. Those last two words were unnecessary. Alrighty. It's okay to feel the feels. Purpose fuels passion. Different doesn't mean wrong. I love that too. I am endlessly evolving. Little by little, one travels far. We are all made of stardust. Nothing but blue skies. Good things take time. Oh, I like that. Good things take time. That's a nice saying for this. Good things take time. They had a really cool documentary about, Munster. Was it Eddie Munster? The father on the Addams Family. It was so cool on YouTube. If I find, I'll have to see if I can find it and attach it if you're interested in watching it, or you can just look up Eddie Munster. But it was so cool because they had a documentary about him and how when he grew up, and it talked about his mom and dad and how he grew up and how he got married or he went to school and went to college and got married and had kids and just his whole career. It was just fascinating, so interesting. And they kept showing pictures of him throughout the times too, and that was really cool to see the difference. And he's always had that elongated chin, and even when he was younger. And I thought, that's definitely part of him. That's definitely him. I like this. That's pretty, but it needs a pop of color. I know what it needs. Something really bright like pink, or like these. Crazy pink. That would be pretty. But that was fascinating to see him changing over the years and just growing. I found that really fascinating to see and to listen about his story. That's pretty. I like that. And that pop of color is perfect for that. I do like that. Okay. Needs a couple pops on the inside too. So let's do that. Pop here and a pop there. There, one here and one at the bottom. That'll work. Voila. Ta-da. Pop, pop here and a pop, pop there. I like that. Very nice. So we've got 3 cards. All right, so how much time? 35 minutes. Good, we're doing good. All right, and I keep forgetting I can look at my watch now. Yep, yep, yep. And I was just talking about it too. But that's okay. All right, now, what else is in here? Do I want to make some embellishments, or do I want to... Actually, I have these embellishments already that I could make into cards. Those would make quick, easy cards. And look at that baby kitty. That's kind of cute. Alrighty, that would give me 4 more cards to make. I like that idea. What else is in here? Oh, another kitty. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make 4 more cards. We can deal with that. I have 4 more cut out. I sure do. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll work. Ta-da! All right, let's see what we can do here. This one with Embrace. That's really pretty. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All righty. So, those are distracting me. I like that, but we need a background on here. So let's look at our black bag of scraps. And we have scrapperoos. Yes, we do. Oop, there you go. That'll work. Voila. All righty. Gotta love it. We can do that. So my sweetie should be home midweek. He's been gone for 2 weeks. He went back to Connecticut to work on the house. Took my friend back home after a week-long visit, and that was so fun to see her. And poor thing, she went home and ended up getting really sick. Yep. That makes me so sad because I wish I were there. I would so make her soup and take it over to her. But before I left, I gave her a whole case of ramen noodle soup. So she said, "I'm eating the soup you gave me." I said, well, it's not the same as homemade soup, but I am glad I gave that to her. That's something that I like to have on hand, because especially if my throat's not feeling well or I'm just not feeling up to it, then that's my go-to is, I don't know, to make up those noodles and then sip on that nasty salty broth. And the noodles are just so comforting. That's pretty. I like that. All right, now some bling or some of these. Here, let's put some of these on. These are blingy enough. Yep. We can do this. Yep, yep, yep. And it's starting to get chilly out now in the mornings and in the evenings here, and I'm so excited to see how I'm going to deal with the weather here in West Virginia for the winter time. Because Connecticut really stunk. Oh, my body hurts so bad. But it's such a moist cold there. And when that moistness gets in your bones, it's like, oh, you're chilled to the bone, and it's so hard to not be cold. And then my body just, oh, it burns. My whole body just burns. So I'm hoping that because it's not as humid here, that hopefully I'll be able to handle the cold a little bit better. We'll see. I like that with the flowers. That's perfect. I'm wondering if I want to do some more over here, or maybe a word or something. I like this little by little, one travels far, especially with the butterflies. Yep, I like it, I like it. Yes, I like that there. Alrighty. Come on, up, up. I am coaxing it to get up into my fingers. I'm thrilled that I can still hear trains here. That's one thing. We had so many noises in that other house in Connecticut. And the trains, I've always loved to hear the trains. And there is a train station right in town from us. So, and the train line does go close enough to us here so that I can hear it. Not very loudly, but just enough so I can hear it in the distance, and it's very comforting. I like that there. That's pretty, and that creates a triangle shape here. So that's pleasing. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so we need something for the inside. Yep, yep, yep. We can put this on the inside. That'd be pretty. Or not. Let's see, what else? What else can we put on the inside? How about, oh, let's see. Well, I guess we could do another one of these. Oh, the letter E. E. The Great Smoke. We could put that one on there. That looks okay. I'm going to do that. Use a cigar wrapper. Yep, gotta love it. Nice, nice, nice. And then we can put 2 flowers on the inside. 1, 2. One on either side. Maybe. Now, how about one here? And one kind of under it. Right there. Yeah, that looks better. Alrighty, I like that. The letter E. Don't know where that came from. What else? Cheerful. Oh, we've got some big words. Tidy, spontaneous, neat, humorous, special, cute, cheerful. Look at that little teeny. It's so adorable. What was that? You're the best. Come on, get up here. All right. I love that little pin. That's so cute. All right, so we've got that, and that outside is nice. Okay, so I like that. All right, so there's another one done. So let's make something else. Next. Alrighty dighty. How about this one? That's pretty. Nope. Let's find some more. Oh, that's cute. Praise the Lord. And this says, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I like that together. That's cute. Let's do that. That's the inside of an envelope, as you can see. Somebody sent that to me, and I really like it. That's cool. Yep, yep, yep. Nifty nuggies. That can go, and let's 3D that up. That's a good idea. Voila. That was so funny to see a documentary about Eddie Munster. No, it wasn't Eddie. Who's the father? It wasn't Eddie Munster. Eddie was the little boy. What was the father's name? Herman. Herman Monster. That's who it was. Herman Monster. Yep. Herman Monster, not Eddie. Eddie was the son. I like that. That's pretty. So it was about Herman Monster. Yep, yep, yep. And how hard it was after that show came on for people, the audience, to understand him playing any other role afterwards. That was kind of interesting. But I didn't realize how many movies he had played in. And I was kind of shocked and surprised at some of the ones that they showed on there. I was like, wow, I didn't realize that was him. He was an amazing actor. There's a big pencil. What? All right, what else is in here? Pray. That works. And a bunny. And look at it. That's adorable. Hi. Oh, we got to do that. That's adorable. Pray we could put on the inside. Yeah, because we need something on the inside. That would be cute. And that's really cute right there. Let's do that. I want to 3D him. That is adorable. So don't look up Eddie Munster. Look up Herman. Herman Monster. He's adorable. That's fun. Alrighty. So now we need a little bit of bling. Do I want that on? Yes. I want that up there because that looks good together. All right. So we're going to glue that down. I'll have to find something else for the inside. And that's okay. Yep, yep, yep. Alrighty. I like that. Very much so. So now the inside. What to put on the inside? We've got penguins. We've got Minnie Mouse. We've got a froggy. We've got a cupcake, a cow, a domino, an owl. What's this? Oh, there you go. We've just got a strip with a butterfly punched out of it. That's perfect. Let's turn that over. Get some glue on there. That is the perfect thing for the top of this inside of the card. Perfect. I like that. Ha-ha. Very nice. Alrighty dighty. So now we've got another one. We've got this one and this one. Two more. Oop, that's coming off. I guess I need to re-glue that. Alrighty. Get some glue back on there. Put that back on there. There. And then we can figure out how to position it on this card. And what else do we need on here? That is on a map. That's kind of cute. We could put that on there. And that looked okay. Let's see. What else? There's a butterfly. There's some words. Make the whole thing? No, I don't want to make the whole thing into a collage. Nope, nope, nope. Here's some silverware. That kind of matches. That's funny. Silverware? It does match, doesn't it? Well, let's cut this out and see what it looks like. Do I want the flowers on there? No, I don't think I want the flowers. Voila. All right, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see, what else can we put on there? Another ribbon, cigar wrapper. That would work. We could definitely trim that down. All right, gotta trim it though, because it's looking kind of ratty. Yep, yep, yep. That was another cigar. It was wrapped around a cigar. Yep. But that's okay. We could trim this edge off. There we go. We could trim this edge off. Then we can throw these in the garbage. Put this back in my drawer. Fold this over. And put this on the side. That's kind of cute. I'm not liking it with the silverware though. The silverware looks stupid on here. But that's cute together. I do like that. And that actually looks okay too. All right, so, and I'm liking this. So let's do this. So I need dots right here. There we go. And like so. There we go, like so. That rhymes. That's cute together. All right, I like that. Still need something else though. But I'm thinking maybe if I do that black paper, that was green, black's over here. Okay. Do I want more black paper or do I want, there's blue and red. I wonder, let me look. Red, what kind of red? Red would be pretty to make that pop. Ooh, there's some shiny red in here too. And I've got some strips of red. That actually pulls that right out, doesn't it? I kind of like that. That's the edge of a part of a folder, so it's like double thick. But for a border, that looks kind of cool. I'm going to stick that on there. Why not? Let's use it. I had to save those because I thought they're nice and sturdy for borders. I thought, why not save those and we can use them on our cards. That's perfect. There we go. Ta-da! I like it. I like it. Hey, Mikey, she likes it. There. That looks cute. I do like that. Do I want that on there? I don't think it needs it. Ooh, or like that. That looks better. Alrighty. I think I like it like that. Yes, I do. And then I'm wondering, do I want to put a piece on the inside? I could do that. Could use a piece on the inside too. Well, let me glue these together, the top of this and that. Actually, I better use these to make sure they stick. Get on there. There. Now we can glue this. Alrighty. Blah, 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 blah. that works. I like that. That's cute. Kind of different. It's fun to see, watch the card get together. All right, now this we can put in here, up there or along the side. I think up there. All right, let's do that. But first we've got to glue this together because it's coming apart already. Alrighty, actually I don't think it was glued together, but that's okay. It's glued together now. There. Then we'll put that on there. And press that down, and then we'll trim that off. Voila. Nice, nice, nice. All right. I like that. I think it needs something else, though. Look at that going. Okay, that looks good, but it needs words or something right there. So, let's see. Words. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Word. Different doesn't mean wrong. It's okay to feel the feels. I love that. That's funny. Let's do that one. It's okay to feel the feels. Purpose. Actually, we need to do that. Purpose fuels passion. Purr for the cat. Purr. Let's do that. There we go. Ta-da. Alrighty. Me likes it, me likes it. Nice, nice, nice. And I'm not sure if I want these flowers or not, but we'll save them just in case. You never know. All right. Alrighty. So we've got that and that. Not too shabby. Alrighty. So we should be about time. So let me pick these up, put those back in there, put this back in here. And these flowers back in here. Well, that's what I could do. I could put some of these flowers in there, up in that corner. That's a great idea. Let's do that. Okay, red. Go back over here. Orange and red. That's pretty. I like it. All right, I just made a mess of my finger. Yes, I did. Good thing I got a towel right here. Yep. Wipe that off because I just blooped my finger. Yucky. All right, these can go back in here. I love using these chip lids. Stacks. Lay stacks. Alrighty. So this is what done. Whoops. And that little kitty cat can go back in here. It could be used another time. And I can put these back down in my box. This goes back in my drawer. Alrighty. And let me check the time. Perfect. 59 minutes. How perfect is that? Alright, so now I can show you all the cards. So here's the cat. Ta-da! So that one's done. And then we've got the thank you, pray, and praise the Lord. Then we've got the embrace butterflies. Then we've got this gorgeous roses. Oh, they're so pretty. And praying hands with Be Still My Soul. And we've got the little potted succulent. that's fun. Alrighty, so out of these, have you got a favorite? I think my favorite is, I like these two the best. I think I like the rose the best. If you've got a favorite, let me know in the comments. That's always fun to hear. And I hope you enjoyed this happy hour with me. I hope you were able to accomplish something, or at least be able to sit and relax with me. So, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.